a little about me. I'm an immigrant. I'm here to take your jobs. Watch out, Jerry Seinfeld! No, for real, for real. I am an immigrant. I came to America with $9 in my pocket. Yeah. 10,000 in the bank. But 9 in the pocket. I'm not your typical Indian woman. This bindi, it's a PR thing. And people ask a lot of questions about the bindi. Why do you wear it? Is it a jewel? Is it painted on? It's nothing. It's a sticker. Okay. Maybe it's a statement. Bindi on, ready to meet the in-laws. Bindi off, ready for spring break. And one question that comes up all the time is, do you have to be married to wear the bindi? Not true. But I asked my grandma, I was like, why does this question keep coming up all the time? And she said to me, no. Just tell them, any woman anywhere can wear the bindi, but married women tend to wear it more. Because when they wake up the day after the marriage, they should know where to aim the gun. She was kidding, I think. So my name is Zarna. That's not a real name. You see, my parents messed up. They misspelled it. It's as if I got up here and said my name was Melizabeth. Because Jharna with a J means waterfall in Hindi. Zarna with a Z is she's the youngest. Let the servants name her. No, it's okay. I had servants. And this permanent spelling error from the people who win every spelling bee. But I dreamt of coming to America just like Eddie Murphy. You know, when you're outside this country looking at life in here, everything looks so much more fun. Like people frolicking in hot tubs, jacuzzis, bubble baths. I mean, in India, you get water in a bucket. Like, there's buckets in America too, but they're filled with fried chicken. A shower doesn't stop here until you stop it. People fill gallons of drinkable water in a bathtub and just sit in it. Because they're sad. But now my kid is in college and it's all about making friends. I was like, why? Make friends when you join Doctors Without Borders. And she's like, Mom, be serious. I have to make some friends. I said, okay, I'm going to give you the guidelines on who you can be friends with. You cannot be friends with any communications majors. No sociology, no geology, no anthropology. What even is that? Everybody's dead. No kids who play music, no kids who do drama, recruited athletes. Do I even need to say the words? And she's like, so I can't have any friends. I said, I didn't say that. Did I say that? No, right? I said, comp-sci is good. Engineering, pre-med, basically all the Indian kids. And she's like, what if I meet an Indian kid who's an art major? I said, that doesn't exist. And if you meet that kid, get his mother's phone number. We might need to check on her. She might be about to jump in front of a train. So are we all familiar with the acronym STEM in education? We all know what it stands for? What does it stand for? Science, technology, engineering, math. So have you heard about the controversy surrounding this acronym? They want to add art to it. Because the artists are feeling excluded. And they want to make it STEAM. What are they trying to do to us? Do they realize that if you add art to STEM, there will be no STEAM? Do they think that the guy who invented the steam engine ran a puppet show on the side? They think they can just disrupt the world order like that? How would they like it if we added a spelling bee to the NFL? But let me tell you about my 16-year-old son, so handsome. I can show you a photo afterwards if you want. My 16-year-old son recently started walking to school with a girl. So I follow them. And my husband's been so impressed with me. He's like, our son is walking to school with a white blonde girl. And you don't have a problem with that. I told him there's nothing to worry about. It's not like she's going to get into a good college. Whatever, cancel me, I don't care. Besides, the blondes don't even get that joke. Now, my daughter called me the other day and she's like, I just met a boy. I was like, why? You're born here, you don't need a green card. She's like, Mom, he's really nice. Nice? Who needs nice? We need rich. And she's like, Mom, hear me out. He's an engineering major. I said, okay, I'm listening. He's from Connecticut. Fine, go on. His mom is the head of development at HBO. I said, he's got potential. So I have a third kid. I forget about him sometimes. I don't know what to say about him. I don't really know him. I mean, the nanny says he's perfect. But in our house, we don't use the word nanny. We call her auntie. Because this way, she can sit in for us at parent-teacher conferences, at doctor appointments, at college graduations. But speaking of college, I have to tell you, I have uncovered the world's biggest scam. Did you guys know that in this country, the parents don't get to decide what the kid's gonna study? You all knew this? I really thought when my kid goes to college, I will call the college up. And I will say, Comp Sci 1, Comp Sci 2, go. She wants to have some fun. I understand that. Give her one class in chemistry. It does not work that way. They're so rude, they'd hang up on me. So I had to call my kid and ask her. I was like, what are you enrolled in? What are you studying? Are you guys ready for this? Ceramics. $80,000 to learn how to make clay pots. Do you know who else makes clay pots? Villagers in India. Because they have nothing else to do. My kid is in Palo Alto, the epicenter of technology, making clay pots. Why am I being punished, Ganesh? Do you know how bad something has to be when the nice white guy in the audience is like, oh no? And now I have an update on this situation, and you guys are gonna think I'm making it up. I'm not, I'm telling you the truth. I just found out that she's required to take a class in wellness. So she's enrolled in meditation, which costs extra. While she's meditating, I'm gonna go have a stroke. I mean, I'm an immigrant parent in America. It's hard for me to raise my kids here. I'll tell you why. Because here, people like to do dangerous things just for fun. Just for the thrill of it. They like to go sliding down mountains, fall out of airplanes, dive into oceans, just for the thrill of it. Back home, when I wanted to experience the thrill, I drank tap water. Now, my son wants to go bungee jumping. Could you imagine? My son, my daughter, whatever. And I said, no, you can't go. And he goes, why not? My friend Scott went. Scott. He put a photo on Instagram. I said, Scott should go bungee jumping. Scott has a B in math. He has nowhere to go but up. You want to put a photo on Instagram, take a picture of your GPA. And you know the other thing that has us immigrant parents really confused is this modern parenting trend in America right now. People trying to be friends with their kids. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, right? I know brown people are like, what? No, it's a thing. It's a thing here. There are parents in this country right now telling their kids, don't worry about your grades. Don't worry about your job. You be happy. If you are happy, we are happy. Don't worry, be happy. Who's heard that song? You've heard that song? That would never be an Indian song. Our song would be Don't Happy. Be worried. And there is so much to worry about. Let me share a statistic because I'm nothing if I don't have a statistic for you. Last year, 6 out of 8 spelling bee champions in America were Indian. Our community was devastated. They were like 75%. That's a C. A C is for chiropractor. That is not a doctor. And you know, when I make these jokes, people ask me, they're like, how can you be so strict and old-fashioned? You're a comedian. Yeah, but my kids don't know I do this. I leave my house in scrubs. My LinkedIn profile says Mount Sinai. I was a stay-at-home mom for 16 years. 16 years of being home with the kids full time, I learned something. I'm not that into them. So I found the only job that keeps me out of the house nights and weekends. I mean, kids aren't even allowed in here. And I have no idea what's going on at my house right now. There could be a meth lab. But I've been married for 23 years. See, this is why I love my American audience. Because here, if you're not divorced, you're a hero. If I say the same thing back home, I've been married 23 years, they're like, so? You get married, you stay married. Do you know how marriage works? What do you want, a participation trophy? And we are very relaxed about the whole till death do us part thing. Because we believe in reincarnation. We are like, if you're stuck with a complete dud this time, then maybe next time you get George Clooney. But I have no complaints. I'm married to a really nice man. We are the perfect Indian couple. We do math for fun. We take romantic walks in the park and discuss interest rates. The last time we refinanced, I got pregnant with my third. And we have 3 kids. Only the oldest boy is important. Right? All the brown boys up front, they're nodding, right? You get that, right? You're like, that's why we're out on a Wednesday night, all the oldest ones here. What young one is coming out tonight? No. Read the newspaper. No, we got lucky. We have 2 boys. Woohoo. 1 girl. Whatever about her. By the way, the whole oldest boy thing is not just an Indian thing. Look at the royal family. That Prince William, he's got it made. He's going to be king. But bichara Harry, he couldn't even get on the British baking show. He had to move to California to get any attention. But my husband, he's a great guy. You know, he went to a good college, has an amazing job. He's what you here would call a catch. I know this because his mother reminds me. Every day. And, you know, and he has a superpower. I shouldn't be so surprised because back in the day, he was a chess champion. I know what you're all thinking, chess champion. Sexy. So his superpower is logic. Exactly. What do you do with logic? Maybe if you're stuck in an escape room someday. But otherwise, what do you do with logic? You know, it's as if I'm married to Clark Kent, who never becomes Superman. Like if a big bookshelf falls on my head, do I really need him explaining to me that I put too much stuff in it? Or if my check luggage is overweight at the airport, I need him pointing out that I took too many towels from the hotel? Nobody needs logic. And you know, when I first started doing this joke, he didn't like it. He's like, I don't like this joke. I said, but why? You are my Superman. He goes, how can I be Superman? They took out all the phone booths. Where will I change into the costume? By the way, what do you call an escape room in India? Arranged marriage. So my oldest is my daughter. She's a freshman this year at Stanford University. Thank you. So when she got in, immediately I called my mother-in-law. To flex. Like, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you brag about this? And you know what she said to me, my mother-in-law? She said to me, how good can the college be if it's taking so many girls? You see, she is what you here would call a cunt. But I love it here now. Everything Indian is hot right now in America. Have you guys realized that? Like Ayurveda, turmeric, living with your parents. Here, people bend over backwards to accommodate me. Sometimes I have to tell them, relax, don't offer me chai tea. You don't know what it is. And putting a tea bag in apple cider is not chai tea. Besides, we came here so we could order from a list of 9 lukewarm coffee drinks. That all taste the same. But don't invite me to meditate. I'm already going broke on meditation. And I have to tell them sometimes, I'm like, what do you think will happen when you go to India? You think you're gonna get ice cubes? You think you're gonna get ranch dressing? You think you're gonna get a toilet seat? Where do you think you are? The Ritz-Carlton? You think you're gonna get bike lanes? Bike lanes, they don't have car lanes. See, New Yorkers think they're so tough. I tell them, go to Calcutta for one day. New York will feel like a fun little village. And you know, whoever said it takes a village has never been to a village. I remember when I watched a brown comic for the first time, you know, one of these Indian American kids born and raised here, and they were complaining about their overbearing, difficult to please parents. I realized, I was like, oh, I'm who they're talking about. You know, we have a nickname for these kids. We call them ABCDs. What does it stand for? American Born Confused Daisies. What it should stand for is always bitching and complaining dum-dums. Because God, they whine about everything. It's like, oh, our parents made us go to medical school. Yeah, we don't want you working for T-Mobile. We weren't allowed to go to summer camp. Yeah, and you weren't molested. We're not allowed to marry who we want. No, you can't marry that waitress with the neck tattoo. And you didn't even agree to go on one date with my friend's daughter, Priya Kapadia. And these kids, they think we don't know anything. We're so old-fashioned. They have a nickname for us. They call us FOBs, which stands for Fresh Off the Boat. What it should stand for is Full of Benjamins. Because guess who's gonna subsidize the ceramics? And we don't know anything. We don't know anything. It's just a complete coincidence that every CEO in the world right now is Indian. Microsoft, Google, Twitter, Starbucks. Like, and some white guys in there too, but I forget their names. But it's just a complete coincidence. You think those CEOs chose their own majors? You think those CEOs spent their summers swinging on a tire? You think their parents ever said to them, don't worry, be happy? And what do these kids want us to say to them? Go be a DJ. Be a YouTuber. UP UPS is always hiring philosophers. Start practicing now. What can Brown do for you? But there is one aspect of American parenting that I really respect. It's how they handle their gay kids. Like, our community is lagging behind. We have a lot of catching up to do. You know, my cousin's son just came out, and that family was not supportive at all. They were like, not in our household, not in this family. And I called my cousin up. I said, you cannot talk to your son like this. You're going to lose him. And my husband was so impressed with me. He's like, your cousin's son is gay, and you don't have a problem with that. I told him, it's not my kid. What do I care? So guess who stalks me on TikTok? My mother-in-law. No, she really does. And I tell her, can you not stalk me, please? She's like, I'm not stalking you. I go, you're only following one account. At least follow Priyanka Chopra, Patel Brothers, something. And you know, I go live on TikTok, guess who comes on right after me? I'm like, can you get off? I'm going live to talk shit about you. This is just for her. You guys feel free to stalk me. I'm at Zarna Garg, okay? This is just her. You know, my mother-in-law, she lives in India, but she comes to America for 3 months at a time. It's like she has her own season. Winter is coming. And when she's coming, she'll ask me, what can I bring for you? And I'll tell her, pack a gun. Bring some cocaine. Throw some mangoes in the bag. I give her such great ideas, and yet she breezes past security. And she doesn't speak much English, so she gets nervous to fill out that immigration paper that you have to fill to enter the country. I tell her, I'm like, don't worry about the immigration paper. Just check yes on everything. Are you a communist? Yes. Are you a terrorist? Yes. Are you bringing fruits and vegetables? Yes. Do you think she is on a criminal watch list? No. She gets a wheelchair and a priority pass. The agent at the gate says, thank you so much for coming. Welcome to America. I know, welcome to America. Where are the go back to your country people when I need them?